This is my 1-year update video on my hair transplant that I got done at Feller Blossom in New York City. I'll go over some of the common questions I've received, my experiences throughout the year, and kind of give you a close-in, zoomed-in look so you can kind of set your expectations on what you may get if you get a hair transplant done. Well, as you can see, it has come in quite well. If I pull my hair back, even from this normal distance you would be, you can see this side has come in really well. This side's a little bit spotty, but overall it is a huge improvement. The most common question that I get is, was it painful? And honestly, no, it wasn't painful. Anytime that I started feeling pain during the surgery, like even just a little twinge, they were there instantly to give me the numbing agent. And then I had a little bit of pain because I didn't take my medication quite early enough the first day, but after that there was no pain. Now, one side effect that I did have was when they cut through, occasionally what will happen is you'll lose feeling in the top of your head, and I did lose feeling, and it probably took 2 or 3 months before I slowly started getting feeling back, and I still have a little bit of numbness in spots. The next biggest question that I always get is, will I be able to use a clipper and get a clipper cut on the sides? Now, this current haircut, I cut my own hair, so give me a little leeway here, but I used a number 2 clipper on the side, and if you look, you can kind of see a line that almost looks like a blended cut. You really can't see the scar unless you look from down below. So you can see it here, and you can see right through here. But most people only see it if I point it out. Another common question that I get a lot was, it was very expensive, and do you feel like it was worth it? Now, this is going to depend on the individual, but for me, I had no hair here at all, and now I have hair there, and I think it's very framing, and it looks much better than it did before, and my self-esteem has skyrocketed. Now I don't have to worry about the wind blowing through my hair. I don't have to worry about, do I put no product in there? Do I make sure that I dry it? What happens when I get my hair wet? I don't worry about any of that stuff now, so it was absolutely worth it. Another question I get a lot is, are you taking finasteride? And yes, I am, and I've experienced no side effects. I know there can be some sexual side effects. I haven't experienced those, and you'll just have to see how it affects your body. But for me, the finasteride is working just fine. Again, I'm happy with the results, but I'd like to share something because I want everybody to know that while the hair transplant does look fantastic, it is not perfect. And I would say, the biggest thing is, like, the hair is never going to be symmetrical on both sides, because this side filled in perfect, this side didn't quite fill in, but the spots that were completely bald didn't fill in all the way. And because they do the dense pack in the front, which looks great, you still are left with a little bit in the back. And you can kind of see here, I have thinning here, and I have thinning here. But again, it doesn't bother me that much because most of the time you style it this way, or if I were to style it down or straight back, it hides the fact that there's any sort of thinning at all, and just having hair there makes it look great. A question I get a lot about the results are, do I feel like I need an updated surgery to add to the spots that may be thin? And honestly, no, I would be completely happy to keep exactly what I have. I'm happy with the results, but if I saved up money, would I go back to Feller Blossom and do it again? I think so, because once you put the hair in these spots that are thinning up here a little bit and just thicken that up, because the parts that they thickened up in the middle are incredibly thick, and the parts that were completely bald have hair there, but I would like them to be a little bit thicker. And if I did that, then theoretically the results would last the rest of my life, and I would never have to worry about it again. Any of you out there that are considering getting a hair transplant, do I think it's worth it? Yeah, I do. I really do. It changed my outlook every morning when I look in the mirror. And honestly, like, even with it not being perfect, it's so much better, and it makes me so much happier. If you do have any questions, make sure to put them down below and I'll answer them. And maybe I'll do another follow-up video if there's enough questions.